Will Anderson combined for 4.5 sacks and sparked a crazy 26-point fourth quarter turnaround win, one that everyone should celebrate. It was incredible, right, Charles?
Too legit to quit.
Too legit to quit. Let's talk about them.
The dynamic duo.
Behind the scenes. There we go.
Seriously, we love having this guy here, Michael Strahan. This is our topic segment, the importance of the edge rusher. So who better to take the edge off than everybody's favorite, Michael Strahan?
Yes, baby.
Look at this guy.
I don't know if I'm everyone's favorite, but I'm my mama's favorite. That's all that
Hey,
You are. You're
matters,
America's
baby.
favorite.
That's all that matters.
You know what else is someone's favorite? A good edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is doing it the best right now in the league?
The guy, man, if I look now and I always think if I could be that one guy, the one guy who does it best, but the team just can't get together, Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett, there's no one like Myles Garrett. He's one of my favorite, most
What
dominant.
makes him so special?
Because he can do everything. He for a guy that his size and of his strength, he can power over you. He can beat you around the edge. He opened at the hips like a Derek Thomas used to do, which was always seemed
Show
pretty
me what you mean.
impossible.
You
want to show me?
Yeah, show me what you mean.
You know, to go up the field and then to be able to open and come inside or outside. He has the ability, like most big guys don't, to really get a clean up the field and a really clean underneath. Most guys, you're a little stiff in the hips.
Got it.
So
Okay.
but his strength and everything, no one like him. Micah Parsons is special. T.J. Watt is special, but I don't think there's anybody like Myles Garrett.
So you could say he could salsa dance pretty good.
He can salsa dance pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? But also what I love about him and I love about the other T.J. Watt, they play the run too. I hate when they go edge rusher and the guy just wants to come in and pass rush. You got to earn the right to pass rush by stopping the run in the first place.
Jules is pointing. You like that, Jules?
I always say that. You got to earn the right to rush the passer.
Yeah.
You got to stop the run before you do that. I think that's huge.
And Charles, what does that do for you on the back end when you've got guys up front like that?
Man, when you have a front like that, it wins Super Bowls. And when I think about my time playing, the 2 Super Bowl teams we played against the New York Giants, what did they have? They had pass rush. They had a dominant defensive line. When you think about those teams, you remember the defensive line. You don't know anything about the secondary. I don't know who played in y'all secondary.
I don't.
But you know who I know? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But I know Justin Tuck. I know OC, and I know our guy here, Strahan. And when you think about the Super Bowl last year, Philadelphia against Kansas City, the only reason why we know Cooper DeJean's name is because he took one back to the house.
Yep.
But other than that, the rest of the DBs you don't know because the defensive line had already taken care of the game. And so when you have guys like that when you have multiple guys up front, like they had, then you win Super Bowls. That's the difference.
I'm glad you brought up multiple guys because that's what they have down in Houston, right?
Yeah.
With Danielle Hunter, with Will Anderson. And what does that do when you know that whole line, top to bottom, can get the job done straight?
Like Charles said, they say the best pass defense is the pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have 2 guys, how do you stop 2 guys?
Right.
You can't double both of them. And if you try to double, you get 2 other guys are open. So it really opens it up for the interior guys. If you have an interior tackle who's a good pass rusher, especially when you have 2 guys like those 2 down in Houston, and say you have a third who comes off the bench. For us, it was Justin Tuck.
Yeah.
And we used to watch him in Marvel, and I used to always say to Tuck, he and OC used to always say, we're going to kick you out the league, old man. And I was like, and I told Tuck, I said, you will always be a backup as long as I decide to play football. That was my comeback. But in reality, I knew that Justin Tuck was just as good, if not better, than I was.
Yeah.
And that was our difference. So when you have 2 guys, especially if you can get 3, you're unstoppable.
Well, that's the thing about Myles Garrett. Like, he's that one guy. And you see offensive line, they shift 3 guys to Myles Garrett. Like, he doesn't have, like, Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson. There's 2 guys. So you got to.
He's still dominant with all
still
of that.
And he's one guy. He's beating tight ends. He's beating the tackle. Like he's
But if you're his
unbelievable.
teammate, honestly, you should be ashamed of yourself if you don't have double digits.
You should be killing the one-on-ones.
You should have double-digit sacks.
Yeah.
Jules, for you on the offensive side of the ball from the receiver position, how can you help mitigate a good pass rush? Oh, no, you're good.
You know what? When you're dealing with the guy that's getting at the quarterback super fast, it brings me. I have PTSD of Von Miller in the AFC Championship in 15, where he was in the backfield before I was out my routes. And so as a receiver, it tells you a simple thing. Get open quicker. If I have 6 yards I got to get to in a zone coverage, I'm getting that 3 because Tom had to get the ball out quick. It makes the quarterback clock in your head disappear when you have a guy that's in the quarterback's lap all day. It's a tough task to go against.
And I would imagine, and for you, Woody, if that's the case, you can play tighter. You know the
Yeah.
quarterback's not going to have a lot of time.
Yeah.
He's going to have to take chances
Gamble.
and throw balls.
No, I'm biting on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have a second move. When you have a rush like that, there's no second move. So if I think you're running that slant, I'm jumping the slant. I ain't waiting for you to give me no little wiggle and get back upfield. That ball's coming out because those guys are going to be in the back.
We haven't talked about Denver, but right up there. Just as
Benito?
The way they're
And
going,
Cooper?
like they're going to set the sack record in the season. These guys are. And Allen?
Allen?
What did he get? He looked like he is like chopping wood in the offseason. That is one big, strong-looking dude who just gets it done.
Yeah.
But the way that they're rushing the passer, if they can get their offense to pick it up a little bit, this team is the best in that division. But that defense, that pass rush is literally, I think they could set the record for
best
most
defense
sacks.
in the league? Because the Texans.
Yeah,
we kinda go back
I would
and
say
forth.
because of their secondary, get healthy back there,
Yeah,
definitely.
get Pat Surtain back on the
Yeah.
back end there. Stray, thank you for being here. We
Stray,
appreciate
appreciate
you
it.
always. He can still
You're
do
out
it.
here.
He
You're
can
out
still
here.
do
I'm
it,
gonna chip
folks.
him. I'm gonna chip him. I'm gonna chip him. It takes two to get this guy.
While they do that, free to play games.